y'all. So I'm back. I'm going to do another Nina's Rapid Recommendations, but this time I'm going to do my favorite genres near and dear to me, and it's horror. I grew up watching a lot of horror. I've just taken a liking to it ever since I was a kid, and I don't see that ever going away. I have quite a bit on this list here. I'm going to try to go through them super fast so I don't have to do multiple videos or, keep you guys up here too long because I know attention spans and all of that stuff. All right, so first I'm going to start off with Snow by Ronald Malfi. This is the first book I read by him. I enjoyed it. It just gave a very atmospheric feel and creepy creatures in the snow, people, a lot of isolation. I just really, really enjoyed this one. This Little Piggy by M.A. Beasley. This is a little different. So that little nursery rhyme, like this little piggy that we would hear when we were a kid. Think about that, but in a creepier vibe. Have you ever felt like when you had your feet up from underneath the covers sticking out that you wanted to pull them back in for a reason? Oh, if you read this, you'll know why. Blanky by Keelan Patrick Burke. I enjoyed this. This wasn't my favorite, but it was a short, quick read. But just imagine burying a loved one with a blanket and you all of a sudden see that blanket in your house. Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. This one, as I was reading this, I was actually saying to myself, oh my God, I'm scared. This was very creepy. A couple in a cabin, snowy atmosphere, very isolating, and the wife starts acting different, and there's something lurking outside that looks tree-like. Weird. Anna Allborn, Brother. She is one of my favorite authors. I love this very sad story, but very good about a family that's not your average family, and one particular brother or child in his family wanting to be different. Oh, this is a good read. Very good read. The Shuttering, Anna Allborn again. Creepy atmosphere. Another snowy, isolated, in a cabin type of vibe. As you guys can see, I like this type of trope. And there's weird creatures outside picking them off one by one. One of my favorites. I haven't read anything like this yet, and I want to read something like it again. Them by Makai Watson. Trigger warnings left and right, but I didn't care. I absolutely love it. And actually, I'm thinking about reading it again. Imagine a loved one or a friend showing up at your door and you're on the phone with them at the same time, but they're at your door and they couldn't possibly be there. They look like your friend, but they don't talk like them and they don't act like them. There's something off. This is creepy as hell. I'm telling you, it's creepy, apocalyptic, survival, awesome. Crossroads. This is by Laura Hightower. This is the first book I read by her. Absolutely loved it. Subgenre of grief, which is another one of my favorite subgenres. This definitely has some heavy triggers, and it really dives into how far a mother would go just to see her child one more time. When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy. Oh, I love Nat Cassidy. I love Nat Cassidy. And then another one of the things I like about his books is his afterword at the end. It's very touching and very personal about the author. But this book was a fun read, very creepy and scary. I loved it. Suffer the Children by Craig DeLuey. Oh my gosh, I talked about this at length. It's definitely out there on my channel. 5 out of 5 for me. All the kids just drop dead one day, and then 3 days later they rise and things get crazy. And of course, Stephen King, Salem's Lot. Another one of my favorites. I even annotated it. Creepy, scary, vampire-y, all of that. Pet Sematary. One of my favorites. 5 out of 5. Definitely a lot about grief, family, friendship, but another thing when it comes to how far you go just to see your child one more time. Love it. And I'm just going to end with The Black Farm by Elias Witherow. I'm going to put it on the screen because I actually read this one via audiobook. Insane. That's all I have to say. Give it a try. Talk to you guys later.